He didn't arrive with noise. He didn't demand attention. He didn't promise greatness. He earned it.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Mark Arnold has called a stop to this contest at 3 minutes, 34 seconds of round number 2. Declaring the winner by submission due to a triangle choke, Arman Tsarukyan!
Some journeys are loud. Others are forged quietly, in empty gyms, under flickering lights, when no one is watching. Arman Tsarukyan's story belongs to the second kind. It is not a tale of overnight fame or easy victories. It is the slow, grinding rise of a fighter who chose discipline over comfort and patience over shortcuts. And perhaps the most important question is this: how does a boy from a hardworking background become one of the most feared lightweights in the world? Arman Tsarukyan was born on October 11, 1996, into an Armenian family living in Russia. From a young age, life taught him a lesson many learned too late. Nothing is guaranteed. His father worked in construction, and Arman often helped him, learning the value of physical labor before he ever stepped into a gym. Those early years shaped him in ways medals never could. They taught him respect for effort, appreciation for struggle, and an understanding that success is built brick by brick. While other children played, Arman was learning discipline, focus, and resilience, the very traits that would later define him as a fighter. Isn't it remarkable how a childhood of hard work can forge a mindset stronger than most athletes acquire through training alone?
Hammer, oh my God, that's it. Good job by the ref.
As a child, Arman gravitated toward wrestling. Why wrestling? Perhaps because it mirrored life as he knew it. Constant pressure, no room for weakness, and no escape from effort. Wrestling demanded mental toughness just as much as physical strength. It forced him to stay present, to fight through discomfort, to keep pushing when his body wanted rest. Long before he became a professional fighter, Arman learned how to suffer with purpose. Isn't that where real champions are born? Every practice, every match, every grueling drill taught him that perseverance is non-negotiable and that victory is never given. It must be earned through sweat, sacrifice, and relentless commitment.
Yeah, it was 5 years ago, my fight short notice with Islam Makhachev. I gave him, I believe myself, next fight I'm gonna win him. Just gave me that opportunity and that's it.
As his skills developed, so did his hunger. Wrestling alone no longer felt enough. He wanted to test himself further, to explore a sport where every weakness is exposed and every mistake is punished. Mixed martial arts offered exactly that. MMA was chaos, complexity, and constant evolution. For Arman, it was the ultimate challenge. The transition was not easy. He had to learn striking, develop submissions, and adapt his wrestling to a world where every opponent brought something different. Each discipline required time, energy, and mental fortitude. Could he push through the endless demands of MMA and emerge better? He chose to find out. Training in MMA was not glamorous. There were no big crowds, no spotlight, no guarantee of success. There were only endless hours of drilling, sparring, and conditioning. Losses came early, as they do for anyone willing to fight real competition. Injuries tested his patience. Doubt knocked quietly, asking the question every fighter hears at some point: is this worth it? Arman answered the only way he knew how: by showing up again the next day. Each drop of sweat, each aching muscle, and each bruise became a step toward mastery. The lessons learned in those quiet hours were far more valuable than any early win could ever be.
Tsarukyan puts him down early. Say hello to the top 5 of the lightweight division.
As his professional career began, Arman refused to take the easy route. He fought experienced opponents and accepted difficult matchups. Each fight sharpened his skills and revealed areas to improve. His wrestling became more aggressive, his striking more precise, and his conditioning relentless. He was not just building a record, he was building a fighter. Could anyone stop a man with this level of discipline? The question lingered in every corner of the MMA world. Then came the moment that would introduce him to the world. In 2019, Arman Tsarukyan was offered a UFC debut on short notice against Islam Makhachev. Many fighters dream of entering the UFC, but how many are willing to do it against one of the most dominant grapplers in the division? Would you accept a fight that most people believe you cannot win? Arman did. He did not hesitate. He did not question. He prepared, he trained, and he stepped into the octagon with courage that few can understand. The fight itself became a revelation. Over 3 intense rounds, he displayed composure, strength, and technical ability far beyond what anyone expected from a debutant. Though he lost by decision, he gained something more important than a victory. He gained respect. Fans saw a young fighter who did not fear the moment. Analysts saw a future contender. The UFC saw a problem for the lightweight division. Why does that loss matter so much? Because it showed who Arman Tsarukyan really was. He was not broken by defeat. He was sharpened by it.
Tsarukyan's locked in on it. Kimura could here, but has to let go of
Defense
it.
of this kid is ridiculous.
Still on it.
Kimura.
Still on it. Still on it.
How insane would that be right now?
Now this
From
is
that point forward, his evolution accelerated. Each fight showed growth. His striking improved, becoming cleaner and more confident. His wrestling transitions became smoother and more relentless. His cardio allowed him to maintain a high pace, while others faded. Perhaps most importantly, his fight IQ matured. He learned when to push, when to control, and when to stay patient. How do you measure progress in a fighter? For Arman, it was in the refinement of skill, the calmness under pressure, and the intelligence he brought into every bout. Arman became known as a fighter who gives his opponents no rest. Pressure followed them everywhere, on the feet, against the cage, and on the ground. He did not rely on one weapon, he carried many. Watching him fight raised an important question. How do you prepare for someone who has no obvious weakness? He was no longer just a wrestler. He had become a complete mixed martial artist, capable of adjusting mid-fight, exploiting openings, and controlling the pace with precision. Each performance strengthened his reputation and drew attention from fans and critics alike.
И там многомет тренер говорит, когда Армана видишь, всегда ему говорю «Салам алейкум». И мне, да, и тренер всегда мне «Салам алейкум», я говорю «Алейкум салам, алейкум салам», и он думает, что я тоже мусульманин.
But beyond physical skill, Arman's greatest strength may be his mindset. In a sport filled with bravado and trash talk, he remains calm and focused. He speaks softly and trains loudly. He understands that hype fades, but preparation endures. While others chase attention, he chases improvement. Isn't that the difference between temporary success and lasting greatness? His humility and determination set him apart in an arena where ego often overshadows skill. His focus remains unshakable, his eyes fixed on long-term goals rather than fleeting applause. Arman Tsarukyan also carries the weight of representation with pride. As an Armenian athlete competing at the highest level, he inspires countless young fighters who see themselves in his journey. He proves that background does not determine destiny and that global success can come from humble beginnings. His presence in the UFC is not just personal achievement, it is a symbol of possibility. He is proof that hard work, discipline, and belief in oneself can break barriers, cross borders, and inspire generations. As he climbed the lightweight rankings, expectations grew. Each win brought more pressure. Each loss demanded adjustment. Yet Arman never seemed rushed. He trusted the process. He understood that championships are not won in a single night, but over years of consistency and sacrifice. The road to the top is long, and shortcuts often lead nowhere. Patience, perseverance, and preparation became his mantra. And with each fight, he demonstrated why he belonged among the elite.
There's a guy that when it comes to the liver, his back hurts. So I don't know, whoever is ready for me, I'm here. Let's fight. If you're ready, I'm here.
What lies ahead for Arman Tsarukyan? The lightweight division is one of the most competitive in the sport's history. Every contender is dangerous. Every fight is a test. But Arman has already shown he belongs. He has faced adversity, elite competition, and high-stakes moments. And he has emerged stronger each time. The real question is not whether Arman Tsarukyan can become a champion. The question is when. Will he rise to the very top? Will he leave an indelible mark in MMA history? Only time will tell, but the path he has carved leaves no doubt about his potential. His journey reminds us that greatness is rarely sudden. It is built quietly, patiently, and relentlessly. It is found in early mornings, aching muscles, and the refusal to quit when no one would blame you for stopping. Arman's story is not finished. In many ways, it is only beginning. The octagon is a reflection of life itself, full of challenges, tests, and moments of truth. How he continues to grow, adapt, and dominate will define not only his career, but his legacy. And when the history of the lightweight division is written, one thing feels certain. Arman Tsarukyan will not be a footnote. He will be a chapter defined by hard work, resilience, courage, and the unwavering pursuit of excellence. He will be remembered as the fighter who never took the easy road, who faced every challenge with intelligence and heart, and who showed the world that true greatness is forged in silence and tested in fire. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe to our YouTube channel